For the CircuitPython Parsec today, I wanted to show you a real basic intro to how you can use the LCD matrix display to print text, adjust the backlight color, and use the buttons that are built on. So this is an Arduino style shield. I happen to have it on a Metro RP2040 here. And I used this during a product pick demo a couple of weeks ago, and people were really excited about seeing this display because it's a classic. You know, it's hard to beat that look. An LCD matrix with a backlight, 2 lines of text. This is a 16 by 2 matrix, and it works over I2C. So in CircuitPython, the main thing I'm doing here is importing this library, Adafruit character LCD, and from it I'm grabbing the I2C version of that, and I'm instantiating that as character LCD. I'm setting up a couple of variables here for the number of columns and the number of rows, and then I'm creating the I2C bus here, and then creating this object called LCD, which is the character LCD on I2C with that size, number of columns and number of rows. So that sets it up. Then I've got a little function here that we're going to use during the main loop, which is called show color, and I give it 2 arguments, the name, which is what we're going to print, and the color, which is what we're going to change the LCD backlight to. Then we start all that up, so I do an LCD clear, I set the color to white, 100, 100, 100. I have a message, lcd.message equals press a button, so that's what you see right there. And if I restart this, I'm just going to hit the reset on the board, you can see there it is in startup, and now it also sends to serial. If we're reading that, press a button. So now in the main loop, all I'm doing is checking for any of these buttons being pressed. So I have if LCD select button, which is this one up here, the up, down, left, or right, those are the 5 buttons you can use on here. It is going to call the show color function, give it some text to print, and then give it a color for the LCD backlight. So if I press here on left, I get yellow, down, it's blue, up, it's green, right, it's cyan, and the select button is red. So you can see in the setup here that I'm not really doing anything with GPIO pins to talk to buttons. So how does that work? Well, it is actually all taken care of by the expander chip on the board here. It is constantly polling all of those buttons, and then it sends essentially a bit mask over I2C. So we get a very efficient, this actually works very fast. You can read those buttons very quickly because it's just one message that sends the button state of all the buttons every time it loops through, and then we can receive messages to tell the LCD backpack what color to be. And so that is how you can use the RGB backlight on the LCD matrix display inside of CircuitPython. And that is your CircuitPython Parsec.